The gentlewoman from Newport News, Ms. Price.
Mr. Speaker, I rise for the point of a personal privilege.
Gentlewoman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, for Women's History Month, I would like to talk about the role of women's voices in the context of legacy. For years, women's voices are silenced, but there were brave women who fought back against injustice, and their lives send us messages of hope, courage, and conviction. One of those women made a bold statement on this day, 61 years ago. Her name was Claudette Colvin, and she was just 15 years old. I signed up to speak today because on March 2nd, 1955, Claudette was the first person arrested for resisting bus segregation in Montgomery, Alabama. After getting on the bus with friends, the bus started to fill with white passengers, and Claudette was supposed to get up. When she was confronted, she used her voice to fight for her constitutional rights. She was charged with assault and battery, disorderly conduct, and defying the segregation law. Her family was upset because her actions opened them up to potential repercussions from the KKK. But as she recalled the incident, I just couldn't move. History had me glued to my seat. 9 months later, Rosa Parks, not the innocuous, tired seamstress, but the strategically courageous protester, refused to give up her seat. Her arrest then sparked the massive response of the boycott. These women have shared stories of struggle that have become, for the following generations, shared struggles of heroism. Though Claudette Colvin was not celebrated as the symbol of the movement, she got her day in court the next year in 1965 during Browder versus Gale, when she was the star witness for the case that ended public transportation segregation in Alabama. Despite her age, Colvin courageously used her voice to insist upon her humanity. We can add names to this list of brave women like Augusta Savage, Alice Paul, Susan B. Anthony, Alice Walker, Fannie Lou Hamer, and the list goes on and on. They use their voices to speak life and justice for all. Fast forward to our new century. Though we would like to think a lot of progress has been made, in some senses, the same injustices are here, just with new faces. But like so many of the women I named, we have the chance to use our voice against sexist, racist, and violent speech in public discourse. We have the chance for each of us to be a loud voice against hate. We have the chance to step up like young Morgan and her colleagues that protested at a rally. We can step up and use our voices like victims of sexual assault and LGBTQ youth who have testified before this body advocating for better policies. The next generation of leaders is looking to us for solidarity in the fight against current injustices. Ladies and gentlemen of this distinguished body, it is the hope in celebrating Women's History Month that we honor those brave and courageous women who have helped shape our nation and our Commonwealth. Those women who have become our moral compass and messengers when we fall short of the ideals on which this country was founded. Those women who risked their lives to highlight injustice. Let us be ever mindful of their messages, lest we repeat some of the tragic mistakes of history. Think of our children and the messages we send. Do our words and actions tell them that we believe in them? Do our messages say that we care about their futures and their being equally protected under the law? If our actions do not match up to messages of hope, encouragement, and equality, and match up to the ideals for which our country was founded, equally for all, then may they take the lessons of those women that have gone before us and speak up until we listen. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.